I'm gonna tell you guys what this book is, and I'm gonna tell you what it isn't without giving you any spoilers. I am here to do my very first book review. The book that I'm going to be reviewing today is The Cafe on the Edge of the World. I have so many notes and I swear like I'm going to forget everything, but you guys bear with me. I love books, and that's kind of what made me think like, why don't I start to do reviews? I'm always looking at book reviews and I put in like a lot of work and research before I actually take the time to read a book or listen to a book. Recently, I switched over to listening to books first, and then if I like them, then I will go ahead and purchase a copy of it because it's easier for me. I'm a new mom still, so if I really like it and I want to feel the book, read the book, mark in the book, and possibly pass the book on to someone, I like to have a hard copy. So that's how we got here. And it also led me to say like, since I love this book so much, let me just go ahead and make a video about it. So here we are. This is the most enjoyable book I have listened to in the past year or two. So The Cafe on the Edge of the World is actually narrated by the author of the book, and he does such an amazing job at reading his words and telling his story. You imagine every word of this story, every scene, every character, everything. And I love that about this. I love whenever the authors read their own books, narrate their own books on Audible. That's how I listen to my books. You can listen however you listen to them. But the book is simple. I feel like you will get exactly what you need for this book depending on where you are in your life. So I might read it and get certain questions and different questions for me because where I am, and then you could listen to it and you may start asking yourself completely different questions just depending on where you are in your life. I wish I had started my self-help book journey with this book, but honestly it's a good book for no matter what stage you are in your self-help journey. This is the very last self-help book that I listened to and read, and I'm not buying another one. I'm not. I don't know if that gives you an idea of what I mean when I say you get exactly what you need from this book. He gets exactly what he needs to get through to you. So it's just like if you're going through something and you tell your cousin, and your cousin gives you advice and you're just like, oh, okay. But then you tell the exact same thing to a coworker and your coworker gives you some advice that's the exact same advice, but for some reason it sticks with you and it makes something click inside of you. That's what this book does, and he does it in so few words because the Audible I think is only like 2 hours, and it's crazy to me that I've listened to like 12-hour books and I did not, you know, like get the push that I needed or whatever. I don't even know what to say. Like I don't know if I wanted to say push, but we'll just go with that. If you find yourself stuck in life, if you find yourself not knowing what to do or not knowing what your next step is or your purpose is, or like, I mean, anything, if you have any questions inside of you, this book in the most gentle, uplifting way will help you to ask yourself those questions in a different way. Not only that, but another big thing that I love about the author is he does not push anything on you. Not religion, not his thoughts on education, not his thoughts on income status or anything like that. He does not push anything on you. He asks questions and he leaves it there. So crazy that a book of questions leaves you fulfilled. Like you have the answers. I don't know. That's the best way that I can explain it, I guess. I'm gonna keep trying to explain it, but I don't want to use my book review to give anything away, to do any spoilers. I don't want to give away any spoilers. I hate whenever I'm watching a review and I get spoilers because I don't know, it kind of ruins it for me. So that's not what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to tell you how I feel and what it does for me or did for me and why I think you should read it or listen to it. Either one is fine. Like I said, I'm a busy mom, so if I don't have the time to read a book, I will listen to it. And what led me to get in this book in the first place was it had been a few months since I read my last self-help book. And it's funny because I don't consider myself a person who likes self-help books. Like, I don't. But I have a good amount of self-help books. I don't know how. The way that he takes you through his moment, you get lost in the story. So you're not thinking like, oh, he's about to tell me this or he's about to tell me that, or, you know, like another cliche line. Every self-help book that I have ever read, every one of them, I have rolled my eyes at least once because there was something that the author put in there and I was just like, this again. I was just like, that doesn't make any sense, or like, why did he say that? I did not roll my eyes not one time in this book. I smiled and I laughed and everything. Okay, so that's what I was saying in the beginning. I was listening to it while I was cooking breakfast and my daughter is like, Mommy, are you on the phone with Daddy? And I was like, huh? It made me realize that I was saying stuff out loud and talking to the book and smiling. So she thought that I was on the phone with her dad. So that gives you kind of a visual, an idea of what my experience was when I was listening to this book. This is a self-help book, but I don't like to call it that. Because when I was listening to it, I felt like I was almost in like a place of meditation, if that makes sense. Because I was so, like, I don't know, I wasn't waiting for the information, if that makes sense. Every time I'm listening to a self-help book or whatever, like I'm waiting to be poured into or for this like aha line or whatever the case may be. I don't know, I'm just waiting. But this book, I was just relaxed and I was just walking around and cooking and cleaning and I was really sad when the book was over. Like, so that's what I mean when I feel like, when I say I felt like I was in like a moment of meditation, because I wasn't thinking about anything. I wasn't expecting anything. I wasn't like nothing. Like, I was just listening to the book and I was just like, you know what? I have to get this book in my hands. If you are starting to get back into reading books, if you are starting your self-help journey, if you have never read a self-help book before, if you've read them all and you don't like them, if you're just not a self-help book person at all, get this book. This book is for everybody. I swear it is. No matter what level of self-help journey you are at. I don't know. I'm gonna tell you guys what this book is, and I'm gonna tell you what it isn't without giving you any spoilers. What it is a life-changing read. It's simple, but you will find yourself stopping the book a lot of times just to think about the questions or to think about what was going on. And it's easy to get through because it's written in a conversation. So I don't know if that's your thing, then you will really enjoy this book. What it isn't is a how-to book. It's not going to tell you, oh, do this or these are the tools, blah, you know. It's going to make you think for yourself, dive into yourself and ask yourself what it is you need to do in order to get to whatever you're looking for. Let me know if you heard about this book or if you read it yourself in the comments. If you made this far in the video, go ahead and type for the algorithm in the comment section below so that you guys can help me with my engagement. It will really help me out. And look out for my next video. I'm going to be reviewing 5 of my best self-help books. If you're a parent, I did want to go ahead and give you a suggestion on books that would help you teach your child how to read. I'm a new mom myself and I am homeschooling, so I'm always looking up different ways to educate our children. Spencer Russell is the person who created these books, and they're decodable books and they will teach your child how to read. They are very colorful. I do not know this man. I am not affiliated with him. I don't get any commission, but he just received these books today, so I wanted to go ahead and add them in the review. They're so colorful, they're so beautiful, the illustration is amazing, and they're really, really easy for your child to learn how to read. But that's all I have for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one.